Welcome to xGameZones, hub to latest popular games, reviews, preview and news. Planet Zoo is an incredible educational tool that also supports conservation, which is worth cheering on 100%. The amount of thought given to every detail is astounding, but user interface-wise Planet Zoo seems more enjoyable to watch than play, especially in career mode. As a sim management game, it is clear that a much larger pool of patience is required to enjoy yourself. However, it is obvious very early that once achieved it will be very satisfying, which motivates you to be one with the animals and reach that level. As the weather cools down, new game launches heat up, and I couldn't believe my luck when the awesome folks at Frontier Developments gave us the opportunity to hop into their latest release, Planet Zoo. Presented as the spiritual successor to Zoo Tycoon, with gameplay similar to the studio's theme park variant, Planet Coaster Planet Zoo is all about building a zoo wonderland, career or franchise for the most realistic looking animals besides the real things. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #xgamezones. Visit our site at www.xgamezones.com for more gaming review. Planet Zoo, with a baby elephant that captures your smile as it runs through the world and the chance to create your zookeeper character. This process is fairly seamless and a nice little surprise, though I am still wondering why I got to create this character, because I don't get to see it anywhere yet in first-person camera mode. Then the tutorial begins, so you can learn to navigate yourself around the zoo and your user interface. Before we start though, I'm curious, are you like me and have wistfully looked at Planet Coaster with its vibrant colors and out of this world clever creations, yet still haven't played? I love a good building management simulation, sim, but I hesitate every time because theme parks just aren't something I gravitate toward, yet I love them in person. But gosh, animals I simply cannot get enough of, so I am so thrilled I finally get to experience a Planet title. Setting animals free from every cruel zoo and offering every animal ever the best way to live in nature or a zoo of their dreams is my dream, and Planet Zoo brings me closer to experiencing it. I think we all know a good simulation, sim, management game goes out of its way to make sure micromanaging is fun and engaging without feeling like a job. Every title will have its own style of chaotic for you to enjoy reorganizing. Why I enjoy sim games so much also is I can actually watch every decision I make play out to what can either create further opportunity or a complete disaster. Planet Zoo struggles at balancing this well, though we could also look at this as a positive because the Frontier Development team have really gone out of their way to give us the most realistic scenario possible. All the information on each animal is also enriching and educational, but as a simulator game, I couldn't quite get into that zen zone I enjoy, where I feel like I've cracked a magic formula that gets everything running like clockwork. So as early as the tutorial I was captivated with how vivid everything is, especially the animals, plants and water. The tutorial helps you learn to tailor a habitat for each animal using items that either fit them perfectly or where they are from, so they feel right at home along with you. But I got frustrated by fence heights and the number of different pages I needed to go over to garner the right information so I could adapt to the Planet Zoo theme. My first heart attack was letting out the snow leopard when I changed the height of its den window and not the transparency, though I admit I was curious if it would eat anybody. It didn't, nor did it attack any of other animals. Switching to the camera of the snow leopard, I was able to see its every move and it just wanted to run, so I let it. Eventually, it was recaptured by a zoo worker armed with a tranquilizer and returned, but I decided not to change the windows so it could get out whenever it wanted to, beginning thoughts of how I could make it seem like the visitors were in cages and not the animals, prompting my imagination into overdrive. Sandbox mode is perfectly overwhelming and a mode of Planet Zoo I plan on getting lost in for months, supporting the understanding I truly came to appreciate, which is this game has so much to offer but requires patience and more time than you might be willing, so you can achieve building the best zoo anyone has ever seen, especially those adorable, realistically spectacular animals. Planet Zoo. Before I got too far with this plan though, I did actually get into my Sims End Zone for a short period by keeping animals happy and making sure the visitors were also coming in droves, setting up donation stations at every window I could and putting windows everywhere to ensure my cash flow grew. But even after days of play, fences remain my Planet Zoo enemy. What makes up for this easily is I found myself reading the Zoopedia often just because, and every animal I met I tried my darndest not to love and failed. Building wise, I just love the landscaping part where I can change terrain, then add plants and water. You can also adjust the temperature, add toys and scratching posts so your animals are happy. You might be wondering why I haven't mentioned the animals themselves or pointed out my favorites or how it ripped my heart out should any meet some kind of negative fate. It's because I love every animal in this game, but I want to discover all of them before I reveal all my favorites. In this sense, it feels like Planet Zoo missed out on an ideal opportunity to offer an enjoyable checklist of what animals you have given its best life so players could achieve that catch 'em all buzz we all love or hate. There is no in between. You might also wonder why I don't mention what I think will be a mod creator's dream. Mods are such a personal experience created by incredibly talented people, and Planet Zoo is perfect for this level of entertainment, but my reviews will always be about the game offered everybody, plus I never use modified content in any game. Strange, right? Like many, I thrive on thinking outside the box with what's given me, but wow, we're already seeing such incredible creations made by players on the Steam Workshop. All of you are amazing. Back to this experience though, once I stepped out of career mode I found I had more fun, though it made me actually sad that I just don't have the memory required to stop using the interface for every single situation, so this fun was short-lived. I have never played a sim before that needed me to stay attached to the interface for the entirety of my game time. Challenge mode offers economic-minded players a haven. If you have any comments or suggestion, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #xGameZones. For more gaming review, visit our site at www.xgamezones.com. Don't forget to click the notification bell.